in microphone 1, microphone 2, microphone 3, microphone 4, microphone 5. Okay? And then we'll do input device microphone, input device microphone, input device microphone, input device microphone, input device microphone. Okay. Right. That's basically it. Now, what this is going to do, it's going to cut every time. We want to do our wipe every time, don't we?
Yes.
All right? So can you remember what number was our effect?
What do you mean, what number?
What number was it that I saved it as? As I said in the effects table, I said there was a name, there was a number, and there was the macro name.
Oh, you saw 1.
1, yeah. Let's go back, have a look. AV setup, effects, effect number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So let's go back to our template. Select voiceover teaser.
Mm-hmm.
And then instead of a mix, we want to click here. We don't want a wipe, we want an effect.
Okay.
Right? And we want, not 0, we want 1.
Okay.
And that will give you what you want. Okay? So I'll file save that. And that's it.
Okay. So, because during the teaser, there's also the lower third, something coming out, and it will need to take out. Does it need to be taken out by this shot, this template, or how to do it?
Right, so as I said yesterday, I explained how the lower thirds work. You set them as a time, in and an out, right? And because we don't know the duration of how long these clips are, we have a special out called background. So when we change to the next background, the super will come out and the next one will come in.
Okay, I see.
Okay?
Use that function. Okay.
All right. So let's close that. Let's do, now would you do each clip on a separate line or would you do them all on one line in Octopus? How do you do them?
Well, we'll do multiple stories. Yeah. For each one, we'll like for teaser. Right now it's only one.
Right.
In the future,
you'll do multiple.
Multiple. Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. Let's.
Yeah. Maybe just copy the teaser.
Yeah. I'll just do a few things here.
Sure.
All right.
You can remove this.
Yeah. All right. So let's just add Studio, and we'll do camera 1.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. And then we will
Teaser 1.
Yep. Teaser 1. I'll do one more. And then I'll do Studio. Okay, so in Studio, we'll add another Studio, and we'll just go Mossart, and just do camera 1 again. All right, so what have we got so far? So there's our teaser start, and then there's our studio. So we've got to fill these ones with our teaser. Okay?
Sure.
So we'll go teaser. So it's the VO.
Yeah.
All right. And we want to do bound loss to voice over teaser. Okay.
Yeah.
And see how our effect is already there, ready to go. Our wipe. Okay. So we don't need to touch that at all because it's already built in. So add that. Same for that one. Teaser. Teaser. Right, so there we go. So there, see how we have our little sawtooths, white and black? That means there's the effect is on it, ready to go. So now all we need to do now is just, if you want to do that, just add some clips. Yeah.
Let's use this one to drag something in.
Yep.
So it's easier. Don't crush. Don't crush. Okay. This one is. Oh, this one. It's not real compass. No. Oh,
No.
no. Oh, I don't know what happened with this. Try this test. Okay.
Oh, there it is. No.
No. Wow. What happened with this? It's okay. Let's just see if it can work. No. Okay. Let me do this. I'll upload new clips rather than use the old one.
Okay.
Oh wait. See. This one is 0. I don't know why the one wouldn't work. Okay. No files associated. This one can also work. Oh, they all work? No? Okay.
There's an issue with this one. It's flicking between tests 5, 6, and 15. Yeah, it's flicking between test 5, 6, 7, and 15S.
Okay, let me
Now it's flicking between two others now.
Oh, this is super weird. Let's skip it. Okay, don't know what happened with this one. Skip back.
There we go.
Okay. Okay, and then we'll need to add graphic, CG.
Yeah. Let's add a CG.
New pilot H.
Yep. Do one line. Double click. All right. So let's just do.
Figure 1.
And so we want DSK, we want in at 0,
Yeah.
and we want background.
Background.
Yep.
Okay. Save.
Save. Yep. Yep.
New.
And then add it.
Okay.
There we go.
Chapter menu. 对。One. New. Heritage. Double click. 那么你来一个。
Background.
Background.
Yep.
Save.
Yep.
Okay, don't you try it. Yeah. Add graphic. New.
Yep. And then save it. Up here, save.
Oh, save.
Yep. Create new element. Yep. And then add it to the rundown. Yep. That one. Send to newsroom. Yep. There it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
And then one more.
你要来一个哈，韩语，对这边
啥弄？啥弄？啥弄？咋弄？右键吗？
不是双击进去，
双击进去啊。
对，然后右键右边那个红色光标那个地方，
这个。
对。
好。
New。
New。
Highlight 倒数第二个。
这个。
对。
好。
然后左边。
这个。
对。双击。
And then。
把那个打一点字进去，比如说 T 字4，你打一点字。
啊，这个。
是 OK， 然后下边把 duration 改成。
Yep.
Duration.
Background.
Background.
哦 ，background。
然后右上角那个存储的标志。
This one.
对。
Yep.
Create new
Yep.
element.
And send.
上。
This one.
Yep.
OK.
Okay, good.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's.
Right, now, the other thing is, remember we were going to go with our microphones. Let's just use microphone 1.
Okay, sure.
Because, remember, I put all the microphones in everything.
Yeah.
So, we'll
Yeah.
just, we'll go standby, 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 standby. Okay?
Can you default them all standby, and if we use micro 1 and we
Yeah, we can do that.
yeah.
Yeah, we can set that up, yeah. Okay, so then we're going to go start on camera 1.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right,
Yeah.
there's our first clip. Right, so the reason why there was a little issue there is we have to adjust a bit of timing. So see how the wipe went through and it was still frozen, right? We want it to go through, we want it to play, start playing as the wipe's over the top, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to wipe out.
So when it comes,
before wipe out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we just need to adjust the duration, okay?
Okay.
So obviously it's a bit too long, all right? So let's make it 60.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll make that 150. Okay. So duration's now 60 and the delay's 150. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll wait till the shot change.
What about background music?
Music 回头再加了。
And then,
Yeah, and I have a question.
yeah.
So as you can see, the wipe is covered by the lower third because the lower third is DSK.
Yep.
what if we want the web cover the lower third?
Yeah. So that's just your key priority. You just need to change the priority of the key.
Okay.
Yeah. So that the wipe goes over the key, over the DSK.
Okay.
So that's on the mixer. That's a mixer setup.
Okay. Stream deck. I don't know what model is this. Model 20G92 deck. This one?
Shouldn't really matter. They'll all
Something else? No. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what I may know. Okay, I installed it.
Yep.
But to know what's next.
Okay. Did you shut the trackhouse down?
Oh no, oh yeah, one second. I'm copying the wipes right now. Yeah, because I may know the reason why it doesn't work. So new folder called user. Okay, let me try. It's fine. I'll figure this out later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get into the Stream Deck, there's also the web applications, right? So
Yeah.
one of the web apps is let's just close that. Is the plugin. Is your plugin, right? So that's go here. one of the web applications. Okay. The other two are the timing, right, and the rundown viewer. So the rundown viewer is like a read-only web view of the rundown. Okay. So you can put this in the newsroom or somewhere where just people want to look at it and see where you're up to. So there's that. And then the timing display allows you to look at all the timing. So it'll give you a countdown of the duration of the story, the show, the current countdown of the clip, right? It'll give you what's coming up next, camera one's coming up next, this clip's coming up next, etc., etc. Right? And so you can lay this out however you like. All right, there's an editor like this, and so you can move these around like this. This is your rundown over and under. This may be good for your producers. This is like the current story name. This is the current story countdown. This is you can change colors. Current item, and then on the side here you have all your other bits and pieces that all you need to do is go, oh, the graphics channel, I like that, so I'll grab that and I can drag that in, okay, put it there. So all that kind of stuff. So that's the timing display. And then once you're happy with it, right, there's the rundown name, there's the server description, you've got the local time for the next commercial break, lots of stuff, lots of timing stuff. So you can save that, and you can also have different layouts. So in the control room, if the TDs want to have a specific layout for their timing, they can, and then if the producer wants a specific timing layout, they can as well. And so all it is just a URL to the timing display, like that. And you can do you can make it full screen, so you can put it on a screen somewhere. Okay. Right, so let's install the Streamlit plugin. Yep.
Oh, that's fast.
Okay. Right. So now for the StreamDeck plugin to work, we have to connect to the web applications. So let's edit profiles here, and let's just delete this profile. Yep. Okay. Let's rename this Mossart. Profile. Okay. So we have lots of options. Now, before this will actually work, is we need to enable the an API on the server. Okay, so because this is something like that will affect what actually happens on air, we need to have a password. Okay. Are you like guys remembering all of this? Because nobody's writing anything down.
That's why we do this.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I'm just going to find out where it is. I'll tell you, because it's in a different place each time. Yes. So it's in program data, Mossart Media Lab configuration files, and it's the remote dispatcher service config. Now I showed you, Tim, on the first day that Mossart has two Windows services running, right?
Yeah.
And they are the Mossart remote control service and the log service, okay, as well as the two services for the web apps. But when you get settled and everything kind of gets embedded, I recommend that you put the web applications on another computer, not on the same computer as the PC. Anyway, so the Mossart remote control service has its own configuration file, and that is what that is there. Okay, so let's edit that. Alright, and then down here it will say REST API key. Right, so this key is used to protect the Mossart remote control API from unauthorized access. Okay, access is disabled when empty or missing. Alright, so what we need to do is you need to think of a password that we can use. Think of a password that we can use to use when we're accessing the API.
Sorry, it's AI something suddenly AI assistant jumping out.
All right, let's make the password NTD NYC 129. Okay. In fact, let's make it all like that. Okay. In fact, let's put a hash in there to make it. Okay. NTD NYC hash 129.
Okay.
Right, that's your password. So let's save that. Okay, let's close that. And now we're going to have to restart the service. So it picks up that password. Now we can test it before we go and do the.
Sure.
If I type in this Mossart server, which is the web server, it's the same. So it's NTD Mossart server 55142. Get you should get Swagger.
Do we have another browser or? No, okay.
No, I should work for Edge. It works for Edge Online. Let's just see what mine does when I look at it. Oh, okay. 55167.
test. It was NTD
I see.
NYC #129. And so what we can do is let's do rehearsal mode. You see this flash yellow. Try it out. That's the status. I want to rehearsal mode. Try it out. True.
Is it because okay?
Anyway, let's now that we've done that, we can come over here.
Status, drag that in. Open global settings. The password was NTD NYC #129, and it was HTTP NTD Mossart SVR 155142.
If the IP can't work,
I don't. You know what? I don't think that service restarted.
okay.
That's why it's not working at all. Yeah. Hang on a second.
Sure.在解决问题。
解决啥？
解决有什么东西不正常工作的问题。就他现在是，要这个要连他的 Web Service， 他才工作，但是他现在发现 Web Service 启动不正常。
这是啥玩意儿？
这个就是它的快捷键操纵，就是正常MOSAT的操作它是可以 map 在键盘上用键盘敲的，但是它也可以 map 这个东西，这个操作，它跟这个键盘操作是并行的，所以如果键盘那边软件有问题，这个 Stream Deck 还可以正常工作。但是就是软件有问题，它的界面就没有了，所以你只能 盲操作，但是它可以有工作，对。
互这个就是代替那个 Checkcaster 是吗？
它不是代替 Checkcaster， 它是跟 Checkcaster 控制 Checkcaster。它这个是个自动化控制系统，就是你平时你得在上面拿键盘敲各种东西去，等这个弄好了之后，你就是拿鼠标和键盘，来去操作，对。它可以同时执行很多复合的操作，包括声音也可以通过导播这边一起控制。以后新闻就希望可以省掉声音的人，就可以完全做得到，就只需要。
So now,
so slow.
hey,
It's okay.
yeah. So now we have success.
Nice. So it's just the web service didn't.
Yeah, it didn't restart, and also I forgot one setting. So as well as putting the program data Mossart in config files, so as well as putting the password in here, we also then have to add it into the web apps. So server configuration also goes down here.
Okay. I see.
Same one. So once that's done, you're only going to do it once. Alright, so we'll just close that. Exit, quit Stream Deck, and then load Stream Deck again. that should be green, but I think I just need to restart. There we go.
Okay. Nice.
Alright, so on your Stream Deck here, we've got options. So, can I minimize that?
Sure. Just minimize. Let me check. Have a look. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so now we have the remote connected, and this, as you can see, this isn't running any Mossart software at all, this computer, right? Because all it is just connecting through the API on that URL, okay? With our API key. So there's quite a few options we can do. So the first one is start continue rundown, okay?
Sure.
And then you've got some options, so you can give it a title like next, okay? And then you've got the option for the default, right? So the default option is whatever the template says it's going to do, a cut or a wipe or a mix, it's just going to do it, okay? So if we do that, it's like this. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
The next one obviously is reload rundown. So we can do reload, reload, reload. Goes back to the top.
Okay.
Okay. We can do restart from the top. Okay. So it's pretty much almost exactly the same as a reload, but restart from the top.
It will act like next.
Yeah. We've got take template, which is a good one. So if we do take template, all right, we can say, let's make this one a camera 1, okay? And the template type is a camera, and the variant is 1. It's almost like creating the same shortcut here, but now you've got it on here, okay? And then we can do a program or preview. All right, let's do a program. Let's make another one. Let's do take template. Let me just see if I can find one. LUA. Okay, so let's do LUA. It's a live, and the variant is LUA, and we'll do that as program as well. Why not? All right, so we've got 2 templates there. We've got our next reload. So we'll do a reload, take the first, and then I can hit that button, and it will stick. It'll cut to that. I'll take that button. It can cut to that. Then I can take next. And then I can cut to the camera again. All right, so that's what take template does. All right. Rehearsal mode I showed you earlier. So I don't know if you guys do rehearsals, but you can turn that on just to say we're in rehearsal mode. We're not going to air. It's really just something just to display. Some people use it for other things, like turn on-air lights on and off, or make sure it doesn't start recording on external source or something like that. So you don't have to use it, but that's just a rehearsal button. There's our skip next and our unskipped that I was talking about yesterday. So let's do that, and then I can skip next, skip next, skip next, skip next. Okay, and then unskip, 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 unskip. All right. Take, skip next, take, skip next, take. Okay. So that's those two buttons. Control commands a little bit trickier. These are all kind of similar to what the control commands are in here. So when you get add a shortcut, so control commands, so all these control commands, lots of different things in there are just the same list. Right, like studio setup, for example. You know, as I said, if you've got two template sets, when you start a rundown and you want to go to a specific template set, you can actually set a button here or set a button here, or do something like, add an accessory to change the studio setup when you take the first item of the rundown. All right. I mean, I'm not going to go, like, there's a lot, right? So I would highly encourage you all to read the manual, because the manual will go through what all these do. Okay, so the other one is direct take. There's other ones for, like we talked about, overlay graphics. Okay, now these ones here will just give you overlay. They'll just say that, and then it's up to you. You have to type in the parameters and be very specific about what you want this button to do. Whereas the GUI is a bit more forgiving, where it actually gives you a lot more context of what the command actually does. So if I do control command and I select overlay graphics, I'll get the actions, and I'll get the stuff like that. Whereas here you don't get that. It just says overlay graphics, and you have to actually physically write in the correct command to do what you want that one to do. It's the same button, but it's a bit more complex. So yeah, get used to this before you start maybe getting over to that thing. All right, but yeah, all these control commands and what all of these do are all in the user guide, in the administrator's guide. Okay, device properties, transition type, set cross point, everything. Okay. There's our fire direct take. So the other day we made a direct take to do the mix on of the full frame for our bureau boxes. So same thing again. So we know that was number 7. So you do direct take. Okay, you can just make that so that's going to say full screen, right? There we go. And the direct take number was 7. Okay. You can take the icon off if you want. Or we can make it say DT7 for direct take, so you know what it is. And then you punch that and it will fire direct take. Okay. Yeah, that's all the remote controls. All right. And then obviously you can do pages and that kind of stuff on the Stream Deck. That's the Stream Deck's function. But yeah. So a lot of customers have the big one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So the other thing is now that this GUI doesn't have to be open, and that GUI doesn't have to be open for anything to operate, because, as I said, this Stream Deck and these commands are talking directly to the server. So as long as the server's running and you've got a rundown loaded, the GUIs don't have to be open, right? Whereas, as I said earlier, if you've got a GUI like this and you've clicked off it and you've got this red bar and you try and do commands, it's not going to work, right? But here I can still do commands, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas I'd have to make sure that I'm focused on this window much as supposed to. Focused on that window before the keyboard will work again, because the keyboard is attached to this application. Right? So, and now I can go that one. Okay, and then I can skip, do that one. So that's the Stream Deck.
Yeah, nice.
Alright. So yes, so the this Mossart URL is the URL of the web app server. Yep.
它那个可能是特定的那个名称，
哦，对，我知道那个。
你知道吗？
Okay. All right. And what else? 韩语，我知道那个最基本的那些是。Okay.
Oh, now that we have the backup server working, right? So we've got our two MOS connections now in Octopus. So there's two Mossart servers. There's a main and a backup. Okay, so let me just fire up all these. Okay, so here's our server one. As you can see, let's just do that, and there's all our green. And if I go to the backup server, which is server 2, you'll find everything's in orange, okay, or yellow. So it's all in standby, ready to go. Down over here, on your Mossart GUI, you have the main and backup. Okay, so main is green, which means that's the current Mossart server we're operating on. Backup is in yellow, so it's in standby, ready to go. And this main here means that the main, it's green, it's connected to Octopus. Okay. So if you're happily singing along here on doing a show like this, okay, and suddenly you run into a problem, okay, there's an issue with, it could be something, I don't know, all right, or suddenly something happens, we can always then swap to the backup server. Now the backup server is in cold standby at the moment, but it's always syncing to the Octopus, all right? So even while you're in the middle of a segment or in the middle of a clip or whatever, you can just click the backup and it says, do you want to switch to the Mossart backup server? And you go, yes. And now see how everything just flipped to green. This is Mossart server 2, everything is green. And if we go back to Mossart server 1, everything is in yellow, so that's gone to standby now. All right, and so then we're on Mossart server 2 now. If there's an issue with Mossart server 1, you can reboot it or you can restart applications or whatever. But you're basically you're on the backup server now. Okay. Now this doesn't mean that if some other piece of gear fails, that if you go to the backup Mossart server, it'll suddenly start working. All right, it won't, because if you have a failure in your presys or if you have a failure in your Viz engine, going to the backup Mossart server is not going to save you. Okay, the backup Mossart server is purely there for if there's something wrong with going wrong with the Mossart server. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then once you've done a restart, like, you know, as I said, there's this the media application, right? If you start finding that you start getting checkerboard clips, okay, it might mean yes, the clips aren't available on the server, but that you've checked and they are. It could be this application's just gone a bit screwy. All right. So if you swap to the backup and they suddenly come good, then it's probably this application on the main server that probably just needs a bit of a restart. So you can, you know, just close it down and just restart, and it fires up again, and then you're right to go back at some stage go back to the main, or you can just leave on the backup till the end of the show. Alright? Same with the overlay graphics, okay? It's not going to tell you that, oh, there's something wrong with the engine or something wrong with the application. If there's something wrong with the engine, then yeah, this will go red. Alright? So there's your engines there. It's going to go red. So if I was to go into here, alright, there's my engines. Let's go back to server. Let's go back to server 1. Switch back. Everybody goes to green. Alright. So we're happily singing along, and we'll go to here, and this is your engine. Alright, so I'll just close that engine. Go back to the server. It's gone red. So it's lost communication. So if someone in the controller goes, hey, I'm not getting the lower thirds anymore, you can run in and have a look at the server and go, yes, the engine's crashed or something like that. Or if that's still green and it's still not working, maybe you might need to swap to the backup, because it might be just this application needs restarting. Go to the backup. Oh yeah, it's good now, it's working. Right? Multiples. You know? You don't have just one key of the same thing, you can have multiple keys. So shortcuts editor. Add new shortcut. So it's a timeline, okay, because we're doing a timeline, and we're doing a start continue. Alright? So it's not a reload, it's not skip next, unskip next, skip sub item, send as next story, hold transitions, it's none of that. It is start continue. Alright? And then we want to do the default transition. Alright? So the default transition is whatever the template's set to. And then so we go start continue, and then we click the big button here, and it says which key do you want, and you hit spacebar, and now it's start continue, we hit save, close, give it a go.
Okay.
And I have a question. So,
它还可以在那个快捷键那里设 transaction。那你可以把这 web 放在那里的。
对。
是的。
可以一个正常的 tick， 还有一个加 web 的 tick。Actually, then I have a question. Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Sure.
Let me have. Oh yeah.
Yep.
So for the video play, there's a pause ahead of